record. Okay, so tonight I have a topic that I want to talk to you guys about. It's something that, oh man, I've really been thinking about myself, and just it's not just business related. I want to talk to you guys about time, because time is our most valuable commodity. And I'm not just talking about business, I'm talking about in your life, because you can always get more money. You can always make more friends. You can always buy more things. But the one thing that we cannot get back is time. And, the clock is always ticking. And the other thing is, you don't know how much time you actually have. I mean, and this may sound, corny or whatever, but it's true. Like, you don't know where you're going to be tomorrow. Tomorrow isn't promised. And so we have to make the best use of our time every single day and really be present within the day. And so I want to talk to you guys about this. And I also want to talk to you with regards to this business. So not just life, but also the business. Because I know that a lot of you guys are working really, really hard. I know that a lot of you guys, you're inspired to just really help others and share your excitement with other people, whether it's your excitement because you yourself have lost so much weight and your life has changed in so many ways, like it's insane. Or maybe your excitement is because you're finally understanding the opportunity of this business, and your mind is finally allowing you to say, yes, I can do this. And so, yay, Julie. Julie said, woo woo. But whatever, we all want to share our excitement, right? And so, as you're working this business, you guys are putting in time and you want to grow, you want to see results. And so I want to talk to you guys, and I've taken some notes here. Okay, so here's what I want to talk to you guys about. The most valuable thing that you have is time, right? That's the most valuable thing we have. And I want to share with you 4 observations about our time. And each observation I'm going to tie into this business. So stick with me on that. Okay, so the first observation about time is this: investing small amounts of your time over a long period of time is cumulative. So what does that mean? I'm going to repeat it. Investing small amounts of your time over a long period of time will produce, it's cumulative, it adds up. So let's take, for example, let's say that you work out for 30 minutes a day, every single day, week after week after week, month after month after month. By the end of the year, if you're truly committed to that 30 minutes, you're going to start seeing results, like crazy results, right? It's these little small periods of time that in and of itself, it doesn't necessarily matter. So, your 30-minute workout each day, let's say you planned on doing 21-day fix, and then your sister calls and says, hey, let's go grab lunch. And you think to yourself, it's okay if I'll push back this workout, or I'll do double tomorrow. It's okay. And to be honest, you're not going to see a change that day. There's no real huge consequence that day if you skip that 30-minute workout, right? I mean, you do and you move on. There's no consequence. It's not like, and in the same respect, when you choose to do the 30-minute workout and you get done with it and you go look in the mirror, you're probably not going to see a huge change. Same with the business. You could choose to do your 30-minute power hour every single day, or at night, because you've had a crazy stressful day at work, you may choose that you're just too tired and you want to just shut down and watch a 30-minute TV show at 9:30 at night before bed instead of working your 30-minute power hour. And to be honest, and you'll double it up next, tomorrow or whatever. There's no real consequence for missing one day. And there's also no huge benefit if you do it. I mean, you may sell a challenge pack or connect with somebody, but see, it's just a small installment of time. But this is really the slight edge and the compound effect, because when you choose to work your business 30 minutes every single day, consistently, day after day, week after week, month after month, imagine where you're going to be a year from now. And the same with your workouts. If you commit to it, you are going to see results. You won't see results that day, but if you do it consistently, you will see results. And so you got to have constant deposits over time. I don't know if she's even on the call, but I had a coach message me and was feeling frustrated because she feels like she's been working this business very hard for the past week. And she just can't get anyone to buy anything. And she doesn't know why. And she just doesn't know if really this coaching thing is meant for her. And I just, I had to step back and think, goodness, like, I've only been doing this a week consistently. Like, this isn't get rich quick. This business is based on relationships. It's the law of sowing and reaping. So if you're ready to give up that quickly because for 1 week you did it, it would be like somebody who starts 21-day fix and after 1 week, they didn't drop 2 pant sizes, so they want to quit. Just doesn't make sense. You've got to make small deposits every single day into this business, every single day into your health, if you want to see results, if you want change. And so, and that's about time, those small, seemingly insignificant choices every single day, they matter and it adds up. Okay, the second thing that I want to talk to you about is negative or neglect is also cumulative. When you put things off every single day, that's going to accumulate results as well, and it won't be the results that you want. And here's the thing, neglect is easy. It's very, very easy to not jump on team calls every night because you know what, like I said, there's 13 people on this call right now and there's almost 400 people on Team Push to Purpose. Only 13 people showed up to this team call. Why? Because I'm guessing because I've been there before, a lot of people are probably tired. If you're East Coast right now, it's 9 o'clock at night. You've probably worked all day. Then you came home to the craziness of kids or dogs or whatever else you do, working out. And so you're exhausted and you just want to lie in your bed and watch TV, or you know what, you'll catch it next time. Most people do that. Most people neglect showing up. Most people neglect consistency every single day, and it's easy. It's easy. And that's the hard thing. But neglect is costly because you won't see results. You will not see results with this business. You won't see results with your fitness journey. Because this business requires consistency. It does. And it requires that you do it every single day. Okay. The third observation about time is random things. It has no. Are you guys there? Oh my gosh, hold on a minute. Hope. Goodness, something's happening. It's like screen sharing. Okay, so random has no cumulative value. See, so the first thing we talked about is when you make small installments of your time, you accumulate results. It has cumulative value. Random stuff, it doesn't. I can't tell you. Okay, so I think it was last week, second day of my kids being in school, and I had the house to myself, and I had to do some work, but I also wanted to go to Target, and Target is not like a 15-minute trip. It ends up being like 45 minutes to an hour of random walking around, buying stuff I don't need, stupidness, right? And I hate to say this, but I'll be honest with you guys. I went to Target. I'm like, you guys, it's the second day of school. I'm going to get myself a coffee and I'm going to go walk around Target. And you know what? What do I have to show for that? Nothing. I have no movement forward in my business. I have less money in my bank account, and I can't even show you what came from that. See, random doesn't add up to anything. You can do a lot of random things and you'll have not a whole lot to show for it. See, those people who are really wanting to work this business, but they want to go to bed early and not stay up that 30 minutes to do their power hour, at the end of the year, what do they have to show for going to sleep at 9 o'clock, or, for going to sleep 30 minutes earlier instead of working their business? What do you have to show for that? Nothing. What do you have to show for sleeping in the mornings instead of getting up to do your workout or to get your business done? Nothing. You know, nothing. What do I have to show from random trips to Target instead of doing my workout that I hadn't done yet at 10 in the morning or jumping on the computer to work to my business? Nothing. See, random stuff adds up to nothing. and you have nothing to show for it, sleeping in, not sacrificing a little bit of whatever downtime or sleep or the random shopping trips or I could name off a whole lot of like stupid random stuff that just doesn't lead to results, right? Sometimes your house may have to stay a little cluttered because you have a choice between doing the laundry or getting your 30-minute power hour. Okay, well, the laundry will be there tomorrow, but you've got a business to build so you can change your life and you can change your family's life and you can affect others. So I'm talking to the people who are like gung-ho serious about this business. Sometimes the laundry has to wait because your business, your 6-figure income business, it needs your consistency. It needs your 30 minutes every single day. And so that's just, so random adds up to nothing. And lastly, number 4, in the areas that matter most, you can't make up for misspent time. So what does that mean? The areas that matter most in your life, you can't make up for misspent time. And this could be for your business. This could be for relationships. This could be for your own fitness. See, so there's a lot of things in our life that we can cram for. When I was in college, it would be really easy to just, the night before a test, I'd cram for it. And then I'd get a C and I'd pass. And I heard on this podcast I was listening to, C's lead to degrees. And so I was okay with the C, right? I was okay with cramming at the last minute. I was okay with just letting things go and procrastinate to the very last minute and then getting it done. But in the most important areas of our life, you can't do that. You can't put stuff off every single day until you're finally like, whoa. You can't put off working this business and think the last day of the month you're going to cram to hit Success Club. It doesn't work that way. And if you've been there and you failed to hit Success Club, you know it doesn't work that way. I want you to think about yourself and those of you guys on this call, and then think about your team too. Who waits to the very last day of the month to hit Success Club? Over and over and over again. And then half the time or all of the time, they don't hit it. See, you can't leave this stuff go to the end of the month. You have to work the entire month, because some things in life, they just can't be procrastinated to the very last minute. When we're in college and we want to wait and procrastinate for an exam because a C is okay, that's one thing. But when it comes to this business, this 6-figure business that you have in your lap, that you pay $16 a month for, and that's it, you don't cram. You don't put things off. You don't misspend your time with this business. You don't misspend your time when you're supposed to get your workout done. You do that. You don't misspend your time when you're talking about relationships, marriages, and time with your children and time with your parents and friends that are important to you. You can't put stuff off. You have to be present, because sometimes it just becomes too late. And then you're going to miss out on things. You're going to miss out on having meaningful relationships because we don't know how much time we have. Right? Or someone's just going to get sick and tired of begging you for time. Or your kids are just going to just say, you know what? They're just going to become resentful and they're just going to accept it for what it is. And then they're going to go do other stuff instead of asking you to play games with them or read them a book or talk to them or whatever. This business will pass you by if month after month you think you can cram at the last minute to hit goals, because you won't. And you won't move forward. And that's stupid, because every single one of you guys on this call, every single person on this team has the potential and has the capabilities to grow this business, right? And to live a life that you love, and to not worry about money, and to not worry about paying your bills or in a house that you hate, or you can't go on vacation, or you can't do things because you can't afford it. See, we can't wait to the last minute to do this. You have to be present every single day, because if this is going to be a 6-figure business for you, and why not you? Why not you? Right? Because you're no different than me or anyone else. But here's the thing. It takes maturity. It takes leadership, and you can't rush those things. See, it's a journey to get there. And if you continue to try and cram and misspend your time, and then you think you're just going to make up for it just like that, you won't. Because it's actually the journey, it's the consistency, it's the daily choices, whether you see results or not. That is what makes you who you are as a leader of a team that has so many people's lives that are changing, a leader of a team of hundreds of people that are working to help others become better and live a better life. See, and to get to that point, to lead a team like that, that is a 6-figure income, it takes maturity and it takes leadership, and that comes from the journey. That comes from consistently running a team call even when no one shows up. But you know what? You're going to show up because you believe in this, and you know what? That's what you're choosing to do, even if you're tired, even if you worked all day and all you want to do is lay down and just watch TV, but you show up anyways. That's what makes you guys the leaders that you're becoming. That's what makes you capable to be an entrepreneur and make 6 figures and lead a team of hundreds of people, okay? But it's the journey of choosing to be consistent. It's the journey of stopping with the excuses and stopping with misspending your time and becoming better. So I want you guys to really think about that. And if you've read The Slight Edge, if you've read The Compound Effect, you know what I'm talking about, because this is it right here. Whether you're neglecting or whether you're being consistent, you are going to have results. It's just which results do you want, right? And all of you guys showed up on this call tonight, so I believe all of you want to grow this business. Now, your reasons may be different, but all of you want to live a life by design, whatever that looks like for you. And so that's going to require some work. This business just doesn't happen. It takes some serious discipline. It takes some serious sacrifice over the course of a year or two to really get the ball going, to really get the momentum going to where you're starting to look at over $1,000 a week checks, right? But what you're doing right now, where you're at right now, it matters. What you're willing to sacrifice, the consistency you're ready to have, the time that you're ready to put in, the way you spend your time, remembering that random is not going to add up to anything. It all matters, you guys. And so I wanted to share that with you, and I'm going to leave you with this action step. Here's the question I want you to ask yourself. Where do you need to begin making consistent deposits of your time? Where do you need to begin to make consistent deposits of your time? And yes, I'm talking about the business, but I want you to think bigger than that, because I'll tell you, one of the things that will pull someone down so quickly from this business is if relationships are suffering. If relationships in your life, the people that matter the most to you, if those relationships are suffering, it is very, very hard to work this business. And so when you ask yourself that question, where do I need to make consistent deposits of my time? I want you to think about the relationships in your life. I want you to think about your own health and fitness. I want you to think about this business. And I really want you to be honest. And then wherever you think that you need to make better, consistent deposits of your time, then you adjust, and that's what you do. Because your relationships matter, your health matters, and this business matters. It does, because it's going to change your life, and you are here for a purpose. God has placed you here on this team for a purpose. And so now you have to go with that, and you have to believe that, and you have to put the time and the work in so you can live your life by design. Okay, does anyone have any questions at all about time or about anything? Okay, so here's the deal. There's 5 days left in this month. 5. If you're not at Success Club yet, then you've got to really, really buckle down. If it was a goal for you, if you set this as a goal, then you need to focus on finding your 3 people into a challenge group. Think about it. Do you want to run a back to school challenge? Are you into size? Are you doing 21-day fix, September 1st or whatever it is? What do you want to kick off? But whatever it is, you need to go back to your list and you need to start inviting. And you need to go back to your past challengers and you need to ask them, do you know anyone who would be interested in? And you have to put a big old blanket post, maybe one, out on your Facebook wall and see if anyone's interested that way. And you've got to think about, who do I know? Who could I invite? Who needs this? And hopefully you've been consistent with planting seeds over the past month, really over the past 2 months. Hopefully you've been doing that, because if you have, then you'll be able to hit Success Club. But you've just got to put the work in. You've got to get out there. You've got to invite. All right. Okay, do you want us to answer that where we consider just, I want you to just answer that question yourself, Erin. I want you to really think about for yourself. You don't have to share it like with the team or anybody, but I want you to think about, because because that's like it's a personal thing, and think about your relationships, your marriage, your kids, the business. And listen, like the beauty of being a CEO of your own business is you make up your schedule. You make up the schedule, right? Like, no one tells me when I work this business. I work it when I want to. When I was working full-time, 50 hours a week, I worked this business when I could. And so that meant once my kids went to bed and I was exhausted, I stayed up. That meant that I got up 20 minutes earlier. That meant on my lunch break, I was like a crazy mad woman on my phone, just and even during my work day, I'm not proud to say this, but like literally I would get my work done so fast so I could just like draw my dream team. And I was just constantly thinking, and okay, I'm going to run this challenge. I got to talk to this person. I'd go to board meetings just so I could like friend people on Facebook. So then they'd kind of ask. So I was always thinking. So that's where you need to be at right now in the last 5 days of the month. And yeah, just answer that question yourself. And okay, side note, and I don't know, I've told some people about this, but my most favorite podcast right now is called Your Move with Andy Stanley. It has been changing my life, literally. For anybody that's experienced any hurt in the past, it's not necessarily leadership. It's really more life. It's just more life. It's not really business per se. It's life and it's faith and it's just getting through. And, there's tons of them, but it's called Your Move with Andy Stanley. For anyone that's experienced any hurt in their past, any relationships or whatever, from your childhood or anything, there's a series called Starting Over. It's phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. There's just so many. I don't even know where to begin, but that is really like literally I'm probably listening to it 3 hours a day. Like I'm probably listening to 6 podcasts a day at this point. So, it's a really great podcast. And so I highly recommend it to you guys. All right. So we will talk next week, 5 days, 5 stinking days. Let's go. Let's get it done. I see Jesse's on the call. I don't know where you're at with Success Club, and Amanda and Erin, but, just get it done. 3 people, you guys can do it. Just go back and really just like bust butt and just invite and follow up. All right, guys. And then we will talk next week. See ya.